Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Moises Santos. I talk about, business funding, all things credit, and passive income opportunities, okay? In this video, I want to go over the 6 prerequisites that you need to have in place before you start your 0% business financing, okay? Number one, obviously, it's probably pretty obvious. You got to make sure that all 3 credit bureaus are actually aligned over 680 or above. That's the drop dead minimum. Ideally, you want to be over the 700, 720, and over, preferably, to have the best results on your business funding, okay? But one way you can check this easily would be pay the $25 a month on Experian. That will allow you to look at your Equifax and your TransUnion all in one place. And as long as they're all within the similar 720 and above score, you're ready for funding. All right. Number two, you got to make sure that you have less than 3 hard inquiries on your credit report in the last 6 months. Okay. So a hard inquiry is, every single time when you go apply for a brand new credit card, you apply for auto loan, anything like that, a mortgage loan, any of that nature, or even a personal loan, all right? Those are all considered hard inquiries, right? If you have more than 3 before you apply, I highly suggest to wait till one of them goes over the 6-month mark before you apply for funding. Because if you start applying and having 3 recent inquiries, it's kind of a high risk for the banks and everything. They're going to look at you and be like, you know what, this guy, has been applying everywhere. He needs money, right? So remember, banks want to loan you money. They just want to make sure that you don't absolutely need it and that you're not desperate for it, okay? They got to know that you're going to, be responsible and then be able to pay them back, okay? Number 3, no more than 3 brand new personal accounts open in the last 6 months, okay? Again, those are things like, a car, another credit card, another mortgage loan. Mortgage loans, they're usually pretty lenient on, because they know that, you're buying a home and everything. They're going to shotgun your credit and everything everywhere. But if, hopefully you haven't had to get a new car or get a new credit card before all this business funding, because that could cause issues, okay? Number 4, if you checked out my video before, number 4 is super important. Actually shows the bank, how responsible you are and how well you've handled your personal credit cards, okay? So preferably you want to have more than 5 credit cards already in place, good establishment, over 2 years old, preferably, right? If you don't have that, there is another strategy we can talk about in our next video. So preferably they want to be able to get you under 30% utilization. So what does that mean, right? Say your highest credit card is 10,000 limit. You want to make sure that's under the 3,000 mark on revolving, okay? So if you don't have your credit cards paid down under 30%, it could cause issues and potentially you could get denied. So we don't want that. So we're advising everybody to be under 30%. If you want to be, pass by the credit and get the best funding, you ultimately want to be under 20% if, your budget allows. One quick hack that I was able to do right before my business funding was called around. I have 7 personal credit cards, and I called every single one of them after I paid them down under 30% to get a credit increase. What that allowed was, I actually got one of my America card, 18 grand in a limit, and they actually bumped it up to 27,000, right? And which ultimately became the highest card that I had, a personal card. So when I went to apply and everything, they look at, how much credit card limits I have on my personal, and then they were able to give me those big limits. I was able to get 25,000, 18,000, 20,000 on my business funding. Okay, so right before you do all that, you want to make sure everything's paid under 20%. Call all your credit cards and see if you can get increased as much as you can. And obviously, you only want to do that if it's going to be a soft pull. If they say they're going to pull your credit, it's going to be a hard inquiry, just say forget it and just move on. Call your next bank. Okay. All right. So number 5, this is super, super important. No more than 2 late payments in the last 7 years, and no more than 1 in the last 2 years. Okay. If you fall into this category here, I highly, highly suggest pay a credit repair company or even go on YouTube. There's actually a lot of free information on there where you can go and remove your late payments. Okay, it's a process. You might have to write a letter and everything, but it's totally, totally worth it, guys. Those late payments will come back and haunt you and limit your big potential of getting these big credit card limits on your future funding. So if you can do this all before you apply, you're going to get the best results. I was very fortunate. I didn't have any late payments on my record, so everything was super smooth. I know people that have applied with late payments, and it usually limits them on what they can get as far as the high limits and everything. Okay. And of course, number 6, you don't want any derogatories, right? No collections, no bankruptcies showing on your record, right? No charge-offs, anything like that, miscellaneous stuff. Like make sure you don't have any outstanding documents in the court, anything like that. That's the final one, guys. That's basically, if you have everything like that lined up, make sure that you have your checking account with Chase, right? We highly suggest to put over $5,000 in there if you can before applying. Let it season for like 2 or 3 weeks before applying, and then you have a huge chance of getting $25,000, $50,000 limits through Chase. So if you like the value and everything you guys got here, guys, please like and comment on my video. It really helps me out and be able to put more information like this out there for everybody. It's free information that I paid thousands of dollars for. I'm just giving it out to you guys for free. feel free to give me a follow. All my Instagram, TikTok, all my socials, my Instagram handle is Moises Santos Official, just like it sounds. All right, guys, you guys have a wonderful day.